Morning, lads, or evening, or afternoon. I don't know what times we're in, but I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, this is my first Instagram video ever. Sorry, YouTube video. There are not going to be any cuts here. It's going to be raw as hell. No edits, no cuts. It's going to be as raw as obviously it's going to be really, really raw. Nothing's going to be edited here. It's going to be me speaking to you directly. And if you find this stuff pretty relatable and if you actually apply it, it's going to be a ton of value for you. It is going to be valuable stuff, but it's going to only be valuable like if you apply it to your life. But enough about all that stuff. I want to talk about what I'm going to do actually with these videos actually because I have no idea. This is my first one. So this is what I'm going to start off with firstly. And first, you may be wondering who I am or whatever. Just know that I'm a guy who's on the journey and I'm documenting it. I was just like you years ago when I had no idea what to do with my life. I was lost, I was confused. And I would say I wouldn't say I've changed like by a 10,000 or by a tenfold, but I've made significant progress up until this point. And now I'm just sharing my journey as well and also trying to better myself in other realms of life that I want to better myself in. So that's really important for me as well. And I want to share that journey to you. Let's be on the journey together and see where we land ultimately. And you can see over time the progression that I've over time made and something can actually inspire you and take inspiration from and start off with your own journey as well, or maybe better your journey as well, even so. So that's there as well. And these videos are going to be centered on certain ideas. Right now, just one idea in my head that I'm going to speak about. The same one from my story that I posted 2 days ago. And yeah, actually, let's get into it. I have some notes, not a lot of notes, but just some notes of what I'm going to actually speak about today. And this is something of a topic that most people actually like, they kind of understand it, but they're just like really lost about it. And that is awareness. Like, what is awareness as a whole? Like, if I ask you a simple question, what is awareness? You'd be like, oh, just being aware and having clarity. But do you really understand this at a deeper level? That is something that we're going to discuss today. And funny, that's what the video is actually going to be about. Like, this idea of awareness and actually reflecting on life as well. How aware are you actually of the intention that is backed to the action? Sorry, not that actually. How aware are you of the action that you do? Are you even aware why you do them in the first place? Hell, even like, are you even aware of what you do on a day to day basis? Are you aware? Ask yourself. Awareness is such a big thing because we go on with life. We're just like going with the flow. We're like dead fish. We're seeing what is happening. We're just telling ourselves like, okay, this is gonna happen, that is gonna happen. We're just gonna go with the flow. Nothing's too much a big deal. I'm not telling you to take life too much seriously, but you have to be aware with whatever you're doing. Are you aware of that? Because I'll tell you right now, 60% of people are not aware of what the fuck they're actually doing with their lives. They're not aware of anything. Where they're going, why they're going, what are they doing, why are they doing? Is it even worth doing? Like, are you actually aware on a day to day basis? Oh, why do I do this? Have you ever asked yourself that question? That is really fucking important. And I feel like most people mistake that. And these are the stages of awareness. The first stage that I just described to you guys is the unaware stage. You're not aware of what is happening. You're just going with with the plan that the society has given to you, or what you've been told to follow actually, or what you've just subscribed to, which you just saw as a normal way of life, and you just went on with it. That's the fucking problem. Not being aware. Most of you guys are fucking unaware of what is actually happening in your life right now. None of you guys are aware. Most of you guys are just going with the flow, not having any idea of what to actually do. I'm not trying to like beat around you and just tell you that you should listen to me and just, I'm right and you're wrong. No, I'm actually telling you because I've lived through this. I wasn't aware of a lot of shit that I did for a great part of my life. Only when I started to become more aware of what I'm doing, what I'm actually supposed to do, then I was like, oh shit, this is what is good for me. This is what is bad for me. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing this. That is really fucking important. And that's what I want to really that's what I want you guys to really understand and like almost nail that into your heads. So that is the first stage actually. The idea of not being aware. You're unaware. That's stage one. Stage two, basically, is you're aware, and this is the problem stage actually. You have a problem now. Or what is a specific problem? Could be anything. Could be an addiction. Could be a bad habit. Could be doing something or being in a downward. Could be like the fact that you're just in a downward spiral because of these things. Let's say you started smoking weed or whatnot, And he didn't think it was much of a big deal, but then he just got addicted to it. He got addicted to it, and inevitable, a lot of stuff happened after that. You started like finding for it. It became like, in turn, you just went on this weird rabbit hole of like smoking weed all the time, smoking at night, then playing fucking Fortnite at the side, giving away all of your responsibilities and everything. It doesn't hit you all the time that you actually are making a big fucking problem for yourself. You're creating a big fucking mess for yourself. It doesn't hit you at first. It only hits you later down the line. Later down the line, you're like, shit, I'm doing something bad actually. Oh shit, smoking weed was not a good idea. And then you become aware about it. And then you realize, oh shit, I have a fucking problem. I need to solve it now. That was the second stage first. The third part is the solving part, solution part. But I want to go into the problem part. This is where you become aware of your problems. Most people continue with their problem. That's why they're never fucking aware. That's the problem. That's why they stick where they are and never get to their desired outcome. That's what kills most people. That's the second stage, actually. Not having the problem, like being aware about it and realizing. Now, there are two things that can happen. You have a problem, you become aware that it is not good for you, and you become problem aware as well. Like, okay, first you were unaware, then you become problem aware. You have a problem. Now, two things can happen. Either you can just be in this loop of like, being unaware and then being aware about it and just knowing it's a problem, then just, being in this cycle and just nothing happens, nothing changes because you realize, okay, I have a problem now. And then you become solution aware. Okay, I need to find a fucking solution. So the second part of the two ways, but the third stage actually, is the solution part. Now you realize you have to find solutions. Okay, I gotta quit on weed. That means I gotta quit on my friends that help me with it. Gotta quit on my old habits. Gotta start playing fucking Fortnite. Gotta stop being a little ball bag. I guess I gotta start applying for jobs. Start getting my shit together. Start hitting the gym. Start being a better person. Start being a responsible person, a responsible son, a responsible father, a responsible human being who is a part of this universe. You start to realize these things. You become solution aware. Now, this is the same part that follows in the second stage. The third stage, another problem. You see the solutions all around you, but you still stay in the same loop. It's another loop that follows. You then stay in this loop of like stage 2 and stage 3, where you're aware now there's a problem and you're aware of the solution, but the only problem is you're not ready to commit. You are not ready to fucking commit to this. And that is the fourth stage. You being ready to commit to it. Committing to the solution. Giving your commitment to it. Telling yourself, you know what? I made this fucking mess. I made this mess. However, I had the power to change it. I had the power to change it. Doesn't matter if nothing changes today, and if something changes tomorrow and I take the leap of faith, who is responsible for those two things? Not really thinking about the fact that if it does change or doesn't change, who is responsible for both of those situations? Me, right? I'm responsible, but I gotta commit to it. And then there's another loop. Okay, you're problem aware, you're solution aware. However, you're not ready to commit. And you just go back and forth because it's a leap of faith to make. You have to make that leap of faith. You have to tell yourself, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking do this. I gotta do it now. Like, I gotta move some things. Things have to change, and I'll go back and I'll make things work for myself. I'll quit on the weed. I'll quit on the bad habits. Quit all the bad company. Quit the fucking video games. I'm not saying it's bad or whatever, the video game part. Unless like it's not as bad as weed, but like unless you're addicted to video games, different story. Another video as well. Funny enough, another video idea as well. But making sure that I have to change and cut down a lot of shit. A sacrifice has to be made because there's a cost to everything, right? There's a cost to everything. You can't escape it. But only when you're ready to take that leap of faith. It's not just quitting weed that is a leap of faith. Maybe it's quitting your job that just makes you feel like a cog in the machine. Maybe it's going out and chasing that dream, which everybody tells you that, it's a fool's errand. Don't do that. It's too scary for you. Maybe it's telling, how much you love a girl. Saying that girl how much you love her without knowing if she'll ever say back. That is a big leap of faith. But you know what the funny part is? The real tragedy is not you failing. It's you not knowing. What if you did commit to not smoking weed for the next 6 months and your life changed to the absolute fucking top? Like you became a real baller in whatever field you're working right now just because you caught on this one thing. What if? What if you did that? Even if you don't become even quitting that, but at least you did it. You know what happened. And that part is difficult. That readiness to commit, that readiness to change is super fucking difficult. Most people can't do that. Most humans can never do that, honestly. It's really fucking hard to actually do it in real time. It seems like a such small deal. I mean, me saying this to you, it will seem so fucking simple, but it actually isn't. It's super fucking difficult. I know it's hard because I've had some problems in my life that I had to quit on as well, and they were fucking hard as hell. It's not just about drugs or addictions. It can be about people. Let's say you're in a toxic relationship with your girlfriend. Nothing's working out, but you're too scared to leave her. You're thinking to yourself, "Oh, what will I do about without her? Will I get another girlfriend? Would I get someone else in my life? What if I do?" Guarantee you right now, like it's so easy to say this in theory, but actually applying it is super fucking difficult. And that's why most people don't do it. That's why most people stay miserable. That's why most people stay average. As I said, there's a cost to everything. You want something, you gotta give something away. It is just the way it is. There isn't much you can do about it, and it's less your choice ultimately at the end of the day. Like you cannot make that choice. You can just stay where you are and be happy with that. Or you can actually do something about it and actually make that change and actually, win eventually in life. That's how awareness actually works in real time. I hope that helps actually. This is a pretty raw video. I hope I can make a more structured video on how we can actually be aware and show you frameworks that you can apply as well. But this is a really general idea of how awareness works in a bit of a broad spectrum. I know I explained it in an Instagram story, but this is a pretty broad spectrum as well. And this can actually help you if you question yourself regularly. With these questions as well, that what I'll tell you right now. What are the things in my life that are actually holding me back? What are the actions that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis that I'm actually aware of? What are the actions that I do on a day-to-day basis that actually serve me? Am I aware of those actions as well? Ask yourself these simple questions. Ask yourself. Analyze your day. Just look at it. Oh, what is actually happening? Are you aware of why you do certain things? Why you wear certain type of clothes? Why you consume certain type of entertainment? Why do you eat certain type of foods? Why do you interact with certain types of people? Have you ever asked yourself those questions? Ask yourself. Again, the framework related to this is a whole new video in itself, and it can be a long one where I can like really go deep into that and break that down. But this is a pretty general advice, and yeah, this could really help you on a general time scale if you apply it correctly and see for yourself. Again, that's all from my side. I don't have much to say, but yeah, this is my first video, and yeah, that's it for the most part. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.